Hi, welcome to Dead Old Lady Readings, Recipes for Love. We have snorting dogs in the background. Hey, that's just what it's like in the cafeteria of love right now. So we kind of ventured out of the Super Loved headquarters and came down to the actual kitchen for this one. So welcome. Oh, look, we have Marl in the background, way back there. Welcome to this week's readings. And if you're watching the replay or you're watching this in the future, really know that this isn't like astrology or like full moon readings or anything like that, where we're specifically calling up cards for a certain time. This is accessing the universal laws of love and dating through, our beautiful dead old ladies. And you know what dead people are really good at is connecting in with the truth. They're not thinking about like fears and lies and doubts. They are in the space of total consciousness, and so the messages that they bring are really kind of cut through the BS that we can get stuck in. So that's what I love about it the most. Hi, welcome. Say hello in the comments. Include your name. I don't always see that. If you're here and you're part of the 30-day group, you know that we've been talking about going from protection to connection. And this has been an amazing series where we've been slowly melting away a lot of kind of fixed ideas and actually, kind of unconscious functions in our body that have kept us kind of pushing love away and moving into a place of more connection. And ultimately, that's actually our truth. Our truth is that we are foundationally equipped for connection, yet what typically happens is over time we collect all these beliefs, we look to other people, and we kind of get fears and doubts and like painful relationships that kind of keep us from what it is we truly desire in our love life. And that is probably, if you're here, wanting to have that soulful, connected relationship. Awesome. Hi, Steph. Hey, Nikki. So I like to start the session sharing a little bit of the introducing you to some of the old ladies that are here today. So I have a lot of them, and I didn't bring all of them from the worldwide headquarters. I brought a few. Yay, hi, Mandy. So we've got Betty, Bisquick Betty. She's a popular one, and if you guys have been here for a little while, you know she has a twin sister. Yeah, her twin sister, New Girl. Woo! She's the newest one in the community. Here's an old favorite, Dolores. Dolores, a little tacky, but all the same, hilarious and really fun. And then we also have one who has been away for a while. Maybe someone, aka Reverend Lunch Lady, left her on a shelf, forgot she was there, and she was hiding in another room. This is Lydia. Welcome, Lydia. Who else do we have? We have Clara, the pretty popular girl in the group. And this is Tina. Tina. So those are our ladies who will be playing with us tonight. And so what do you get to do? You get to bring a question to this space and you can type it in the comments, and we'll pull a card, a recipe card, and see what they have to say about that. So the rules, really just making sure that when you ask a question, that it's not a yes or no question, that it's a question that gives it some space for them to share what they know about that. Uh-oh, I got to sneeze. Off camera. There we go. So if you have a question, put in the comments, and we'll just be here as long as people really want to play. Because your questions are what creates it. So the other thing is, the more engaged you are in the comments, the more fun it is for all of us. So I'm going to pull a card for our 30-day theme, because we're immersed in this going from protection to connection. And I always like to hear any new tips that they have around this. So I'm really drawn to New Girl, actually. Let's see. Okay, here's New Girl. She hasn't played for a while, so I'm going to pull an opening question. So for those of you who haven't been here before, you get to see what it's all about. So I like to spin the box to see, pretend like I'm shuffling. And we'll see what she has to say. She doesn't have as many cards, interestingly, as some of the other ladies. Oh, wow. Okay. Red sauce. But look at this card, people. Can you stand it? Look at how beautiful it is. This is what I mean. This is just like everything to me. How many of you remember as kids having like really fun stationery, the kind of stationery where all you did was write on it, and then you folded it a couple times and just put a seal, and then that was the whole thing. No envelope needed, but they were kind of like this. They had really cool decorations. I have some vintage ones that I am too scared to use. Anyway, red sauce. Wow. Okay. Interestingly, I'm getting this sense of anger. Like why would they be talking about anger? Well, when we have inner anger, like anger that has not been expressed, and sometimes it can be really old. Sometimes we don't even really consciously know that we have it. We're not running around feeling like we want to break stuff, but it's like this simmering inner anger that is in you. And so they're showing it inside and outside, and how, okay. Yeah, so part of the awareness I'm getting about this is how much that can be a barrier to creating a healthy relationship. And they're showing me really how when there are these aspects, and if you're thinking, well, how would I even know if I had that? How would I even know if I had inner anger? Well, one, you could kind of look at your life and see, okay, well, you could ask your body. Like, is there something that I have not expressed that would like to be expressed? And then see what shows up. It may not be immediately, but you may have a sense of that. You may even do some practices that actually work with this. I actually have a yoga set on my Love Vibe TV channel called something inner anger, yoga for inner anger, and releasing inner anger. And it's a really cool yoga practice. And I love it because, it doesn't matter. You don't need to know what it is, but it helps release it. So yes, this red sauce, it's like there's vinegar, there's kind of some sweetness, but then the sourness, and then they're showing it kind of hidden within, and then surprisingly, yeah, it's sweet and sour. So, on the outside, you may seem like nothing's occurring, but on the inside, sometimes this can be eroding away. So, what are you aware of? Are you sort of sensing that there's something that is holding you back? And if you just kind of have an awareness of it, then play with it. Play with practices that work with releasing stuff. Journal. Do anything that you already know can support you in that. I'm guessing that because this card came up, that this is something that those of you listening may want to consider. So go do that yoga set, maybe even journal about anything that feels kind of unresolved, even if it's something that just feels incomplete. It may just be a great chance to kind of feng shui the inner world to help you move forward. Yay! Okay, awesome. If that was helpful, post in the comments. I'd love to hear. And we have, okay, awesome. So we have Mandy here, follow up from the guy next door. Okay, we've been following this for a couple weeks now. This is fun. Who has sort of been ghosting me since last week's first kiss. Whoa. Surprisingly, I've gotten a message or two from a great guy I was seeing before the pandemic, and that went really well, but he's allergic to cats. I now only have 2 cats, not 5, so maybe we can try again. What do the dead old ladies have to say about this new past guy coming back into the mix experience? Okay, let's see. All right, I'm drawn to Clara. She's a lovely one. She actually did a lot of readings during the pandemic, so let's see. Awesome. All right, let's see. All right. What do they want to know? What do they want to tell you? Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. One moment, please. This is so fascinating. Okay, well, I think this occurred last time we did a reading with you, Mandy. I think this is hilarious because it's not a recipe. And pretty sure, maybe it wasn't you, but there was one that wasn't a recipe recently. Anyway, there's a poem and there is another little clipping. So I'm just going to read it. I'm just going to read it and see what happens. Bread baking in the oven. The wash is fragrant white. A nice hot meal on the table. The house is clean and bright. The children in the backyard, maybe you insert cats, I don't know, are running in their play. A husband coming home from work, whistling loud and lustily. I'm not making this up. That doesn't even rhyme. Never an idle moment fills the busy housewife's sphere. Tired, yes, but contented too, for happiness reigns here. Okay, apparently there's some husband vibe around your field. I don't know. Just keep in mind anyone who's like, what the heck? It is from probably the 50s. It's really old. Then the second little clip, so notice how cute these are. They're like glued on. Says, Monday being wash day and Tuesday ironing clothes. On Wednesday, do the mending. Thursday, a callin' I go. Friday, busy cleaning. Saturday, bake bread and pies. Sunday, I say my prayers in church. Oh, how the time does fly. I have nothing more to say than whatever that is. So what is this contentment that's available here? There's the comment of the never an idle moment, like how much can you kind of be in the space of entertaining you? And, you know, a lot of this is around time. Like, so, you know, as this is soaking in, I'm just aware of one, like, how do you want to spend your time? And two, like, what is the sort of timing that's naturally unfolding? Yeah, I know. It's hilarious. There is something very whimsical about this. There's something that for the time was really uplifting and validating. So, yeah, I'm honestly getting the contrast between like spending time like on, you know, busying yourself or getting distracted by things and spending time doing things you like. Like, what would you like to choose there? Hey, will you bring Francine? Francine is snorting so much in the background. Hilarious and distracting. Okay, so let's see. I hope that gave you all something. Feel free. You can let her say hi really quick. Francine, say hi to everyone. What do you want? She's like, I'll read a card. I'll do that. You're so cute. Oh, hi, Francine. Thank you for being here. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh, Mandy said, yes, that was me with no recipe. Oh my gosh. They must actually know that you have plenty of recipes in your world. If you all don't know, Mandy is a chef. She creates amazing meals and cater stuff. And if you're in Denver area, you got to call her up or invite her to your event somewhere else in the world. Nikki, hi. Dear Dead Old Ladies, what advice do you have for keeping the momentum going? I get inspired by the possibilities after watching and interacting with one of Macy's sessions, but I do seem to lose the momentum when left to my own devices. Okay, that's not an uncommon thing, I would say. That's kind of why I like to be engaged with a lot of different teachers and coaches to support me in that. So I am actually, wait, did we pull from, no, we didn't. Lydia wants to talk. I love her. She's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, there's Mandy's website. Okay, so there we go. Recipe from Lydia for Nikki's question. So keep in mind too, oh shoot, somebody said, okay, well, I already put that back. I think it's too late. All right, so Nikki, let's see what happens. Oh, wow, okay. Interesting. I accidentally, not really, I guess, you know how things go. 2 cards came out. These are kind of funny. Okay, both of these are like kind of gifts from the power company of the time. Okay. So, and it says plain and fancy cooking, plain and fancy cooking. Both of these are holiday dishes. So we've got that celebratory quality to it, which is not a surprise based on your question. Like, how often do people feel like, oh, you're so like, get the house ready, do all these things because it's the holidays and then the holidays are over and you're like, I have to put that all back. So this is interesting. I'm also going to say the dates. One is December 6th, 1954. Another one is December 17th, 1954. Always like to share any dates in case anyone has any connection to those. So we've got this sort of like, holiday feeling. Yeah, there are different rhythms. And if you know that something actually works for you, if having that accountability, having that support, having that, I'm going to say cheerleader, but I don't really mean that, because really what, communities like this and having a coach to me means is that you have, more structure in place and you have something to come back to on a regular basis where you can check in. I mean, there are clients that work with me that meet with me every week. There are other clients that, prefer just like a once a month thing. But, I personally, in my own world, like to have something every week where I'm either attending a group call, for my own, getting my own support, or meeting with a business coach or like one of my spiritual teachers to keep things in the flow. So, it's not a problem that you sense that. It's just like, what would you like to do with that? And so I didn't even say the recipes. Like Christmas star sandwiches. That's funny. Oh my gosh, these are egg sandwiches. I thought they were going to be cookies. That's funny. So they're like actual, almost like tea cakes, the eggs and bacon and little bread, and then shape them like stars. This Christmas cookie sleigh thing is, this is more like a Yule log kind of thing. So you've got, I just love the symbols, the star and the sleigh. You want to keep the momentum going. You want to keep in flow. What is it what star do you know is going to be helpful for you? Is it something where you meet with someone one-on-one? Is it something where you have a weekly group thing? Is it something where, what works for you? And do that. You know what? It's so worth it. I don't like, I'm not interested in making myself like do stuff that doesn't work for me. Like there's certain things that I will never get motivated for because it's just not going to be the thing for me. So either I have someone else do it or I just don't do it. But if there's something that you actually want to create and it requires your engagement with it, love relationship, then get what you need. And I'm happy to talk more about that. So yes. Okay. Mandy wrote, funny that you say I have my own recipes, so I get no recipes from the DOL. Still great advice. Thanks, Clara, for that lovely poem. I have to go back and re-listen. I'll look and see if I can find it. I already stuck it back in the thing. Okay. Yay. All right. So question for the DOLs. I have a date. Dear DOLs, I have a date with a man from Wisconsin next Sunday a.m. How can I keep the focus to check in with how I feel on my dates, including being attracted and chemistry, not just if they're nice? Okay, so it sounds like you're kind of aware of like, okay, interesting. I'm already getting some chatter. Okay, let's pull a card. I'm going to bring Dolores in. Dolores is funny. I like this question. So basically, it's like, how do you kind of, one, trust yourself in some ways? You know, what, and this is, I'm pretty sure this is a first date. I know that it's a first date, so I'm not going to pretend I don't know that. Okay, oh my gosh, we got this huge chunk. Oh my gosh, finally! I've been looking for a recipe for this. Yay. Okay, so, oh my gosh, seriously, this is kind of fun. Yes, Steph. This is funny. I've been wanting a recipe for sugar cookies from one of these ladies. Oh, you guys are gonna crack up. Guess what? It says, Susan, our beginning cook, learns how to make good old-fashioned sugar cookies. Any of you don't know this yet, my English bulldog, Miss Chubby Texas, only calls me Susan. So that's kind of funny. Anyway, this is your reading stuff and everybody else is reading, but they're all our reading. So let's see what you want to say. Good old-fashioned sugar cookies. Learn how to make them. There's all this stuff. I love this thing on the back. 2 reasons to smile at lunch. Adorable. Campbell's soup, the funny mug. All right, well, okay. 1, sugar cookies, amazing. Anytime we get like a really dessert thing, there is a gift here. And the sense I'm getting, the smile, like 2 reasons to smile. It's like, okay, if it's a first date, will you please let go of any chatter or points of view that are keeping you thinking that you better get it right this time. So all of that, I don't have my little thing. Okay, waffle. Noisy. I don't have my spiritual tool, but destroy and uncreate all of these stories about I gotta get this right. I've gone out with a nice one, that wasn't right. I've gone out with the ones that had chemistry, that wasn't right. So letting go of all of that, because every date is like a new beginning. So listen to this, our beginning. We're learning how to make our old-fashioned sugar cookies. So really just getting to the place where it's like, okay, well, let yourself have fun. You're not going to know after a first date necessarily. You may know if it's not a match, but even if you have a really fun first date, you're not going to get every single detail about this person. And, I just want to keep reminding all of you over and over and over again that you take the pressure off. Really, take the pressure off. This is a lovely little dessert. No one actually needs sugar cookies, but it's fun. It's fun to make sugar cookies. They're tasty. They're classic. They're delicious, I think, especially when you frost them, which I'm totally gonna do. Okay, waffle. That's loud. Hold on. Not right now. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so I hope that gave you some reminders of really what matters. What really matters is just getting there, being present with the person, seeing what it's like, and just moving from moment to moment to moment. And I just think the dead old ladies are just really asking. I love this. 2 reasons to smile at lunch. I mean, that's just so cute. Go on the date, smile, see what happens. All right. Okay, I do have to leave that one somewhere where I can find it again, because that might be the first recipe I make out of all of these recipes. Cool. Okay. All right. Is that our session? I don't see any more questions in here. All right. Cool, everyone. That was fun. Should we pick one for the road? I feel like somebody didn't get to talk. New girl. Betty didn't, right? Yeah, Betty. Let's pull a card from Betty and get sort of a general reading. Anyone else get something from Sugar Cookies or the poem, or what other foods did we pull? I already forgot. Oh, red sauce. Oh, the Christmas cookies, the star and the sleigh. Well, no, there was no Christmas cookies. It was sandwiches. Okay. Oh, man. Did we already? Oh, my gosh. Okay. All right. Here's what Betty has to say. I actually love this reading. Rolled biscuits. You know what? Betty is in a biscuit box. Rolled biscuits. Look at how authentic she's being with herself. She's really living her best life. Rolled biscuits. Yeah, well, what are you denying that's really you, that if you could just honor that, would give you more ease and more like magnetism and radiance in creating your love relationship? That's what I'm getting, is like, where can you kind of lean in even more to who you truly be? Biscuit, biscuits, biscuit, biscuits. And, you know, where on the other side, like, where are you kind of buying into somebody else's idea or point of view around what it is that you should be? Like, I know it can be easy to hear, for me, you know, when I was single, and, you know, I'm in my mid-40s, single, and hearing all this stuff like, well, you know, it's just, you should have a partner by now, right? Like, don't you want this? And I did, but it was annoying to hear that. Just all of the things that society can tell us. Yeah, love the sauce. Yep. Okay. So anyway, how much more can you roll with you and who you truly be? And it's just so funny. It's like, it's so basic. It's like, there's really hardly anything you have to put into it. I'm getting the sense of like, it's not that you're needing to seek to become more. It's like you kind of start like releasing any need. This barely has any ingredients. Well, I guess Bisquick is probably like 50 ingredients in itself. And you are a lot of things. So, I don't know. I like that. So how much more can you be? And in terms of going from protection to connection in that series, this card is really lovely in that way, because what we keep discovering in these daily classes is the melting away of the kind of lies of needing barriers, needing a wall, needing a shield, and reminding your body that it doesn't need to protect against something that is in the future, or protect against something that happened in the past. That you, in your powerful you in this moment, you get to choose different things, and that you're safe making the wrong choice. So kind of going back to stuffed sugar cookie one. Like, there's nothing wrong with anything that any dating experiences you've had up until now. So if we're trying to like piece together the puzzles from that's wrong, but I like this part, I hate this part, like there's definitely information in there that does give us awareness, and it's not a reason to contract in the next experience or the next date. So give yourself the space, smile, have fun, and roll your biscuit already. Okay. That's our session, and I'm excited to see many of you tomorrow. And yeah, great job, everyone. So grateful to have you here live. And for those of you watching in the future, so fun to have you back here. And we'll see you really soon. Bye, everyone.